We have three time frames. We have the past, we have the present, and we have the future. Now, if you don't understand the purpose of the time frame, you'll never extract the value and you won't have the right experience with it. So for example, the past. A lot of people look at the past and they use the past for regret, right? To kind of beat yourself up, to kind of dog yourself. And the challenge is we typically will try to judge our past self by our present learning, right? Well, the reality is last year, yesterday, last week, you were doing the best you could, right? That was the type of person that you were, but now you've learned more, you've gained more experience. So people that don't understand the purpose of the past, they end up trying to dog themselves. They live in regret. They're mad about things that happen. But if you know the purpose of the past is to inform you, it totally changes the experience you have with the past, right? So the purpose of the past is really for learning. Here's what we've discovered. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, I got a bigger future. Not true. They just have the past that they rehash over and over and over again because they never learn from the past. And whenever you have an emotional charge, like an emotional experience from something that happened in the past, then you stop the learning. And that's the problem. The problem with the story that you tell yourself is you actually stop that learning. So, for example, we had a particular director in Wisconsin that we were working with, and just yesterday, she was telling actually a group of us just about this experience she had with her team, and it's incredibly emotionally charged. She was angry, she was hurt, and I said, well, hold on, let's reframe this a bit. And so we simply just asked her three quick questions. What went well in that whole experience? And she documented everything that went well. And I said, okay, well, what didn't go well? And we documented everything. And I said, okay, great. That was the past. I said, now, moving forward, what did you learn? What are you going to do different? What changes are you going to make? And what was amazing, and in about 10 minutes, I saw this lady transform where she was hurt and angry to she had this place of calm, and she had this place of just like power. It's like she got her power back. The purpose of the past is not for regret, not to beat yourself up, okay? The purpose of the past is simply to inform you and to learn from. And then you have the future. The purpose of the future, a lot of people, they think they use it for worry, anxiety. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this is going to work. So we use it for worry. We use it for anxiety. We use it for we're all concerned. And when we take that sort of mindset and that story, we don't learn anything from it. But when you realize, the purpose of the future is just to inspire you. It changes the stories that you create in your head. And it actually changes your motivations. And you really can't create value in the past because the past has already happened. You can extract value, but you can't create value. And the key to creating value in the present, and this is why you have to manage the story in your head, is that the key to the present is really all about managing your attention. And managing your attention is really managing the stories that are going on in your head, because the most valuable thing that you can give people is simply your attention. Right? It's the thing that people crave the most, right? We've all had conversations, and 5 minutes into the conversation, you realize that person's not listening to me. Well, how did that make you feel? Right? To me, that sucks. And what I've realized is that, my attention, listen, it's my property. My past is my property. The future is my property. Like it's nobody's property. It's mine. So if the past is my property, listen, I can do with my property what I want to do with it, right? Hey, my past is my property, so you know what? I'm going to learn from it. Here's what's fascinating. If you don't value your attention, you'll totally give it away. If you don't think it's valuable, you'll give it away. Listen, there's not a lot of joy in just like doing this, right? So it's like managing that attention, because the greatest value, the greatest thing that you have, the greatest power you have is your attention.